Welcome back to Sim Project, everybody. A little VR update. So if you didn't see that video, the one I put out before this one here last week, that's my MetaQuest 3. I won it on a cruise ship a couple weeks ago when we were down in the Caribbean on one of those, it's kind of like a claw game, except it's it goes up and down instead of, you know, three-dimensional this way, it's three-dimensional this way. It was a key game. You had to come up and over and into a key and unlock it. Anyways, yeah, I won it in an arcade game. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, brought it home, got it all set up. The biggest problem I had with it was not realizing that I had to turn the Wi-Fi on my flight sim PC to make it talk to the MetaQuest. I just thought it was going to talk through Wi-Fi and then come back, but no, I guess it must talk directly to the computer or through the router via Wi-Fi. I'm not exactly sure how it works. All I know is that is one slight problem I'm having with it. I'm getting some stutters in the image, and probably shouldn't have it based on what I've got for a computer and the unit, and just looking at some other videos online and stuff that should be pretty stutter free. So I'm thinking that's a Wi-Fi problem. And as far as that goes, the router is only 30 feet away sort of deal, but it is 2 rooms away on a different floor. And this house is a 1970s, early 1970s. It was actually, ironically, when we finished the basement last year, that door into the cold area, up in the upper corner of that door, it's written September 7th. That's when I assume somebody put the door in, they built the frame, somebody, you know, wrote the date up there and their initials. I can barely see the initial, but you can clearly see it says September 7th. And which ironically, that's my birthday. And you look at the window in the front of the house and the manufacturer date on the window, that's the same year I was born. So in theory, somebody was building that door the day I was born. So that's, you know, there's a weird one for you, right? But anyways, so yeah, early 1970s, late 1960s house. It's not lath and plaster, it's sheetrock. It's original sheetrock, drywall, whatever you want to call it. But it is the true classic, hard, heavy duty, solid, not a solid, but it's real sheetrock. It's not the, you know, the gentle stuff we use in modern day construction. It's solid, like almost like cement board with a paper backing. So I'm sure that's causing some Wi-Fi interference there. And I do notice, looking at the headset, I can go upstairs and you know, get full Wi-Fi signal. I go over and I sit down at the sim computer and watch the Wi-Fi signal indicator in the headset. And there's 3 indicator bars, and it's bouncing between bar 1 and bar 2 for quality, never seeing bar 3. So I'm assuming that's part of my problem. So we're going to solve that problem by adding this guy. That is an eero 6, and I believe that's when I'm pronouncing that right, eero. eero 6 Wi-Fi extender. Now, I went with this one specifically because when we bought the house a couple years ago and got signed up with my internet with my ISP provider, they provided me a eero router. So this is supposed to be a direct plug it in inline through one of the hard lines I've got down here, and that becomes an instant Wi-Fi extender. So we're going to put that down here behind me. Should give me nice strong Wi-Fi signal strength right behind here. The other problem I had, the internal battery in this guy, it lasted like barely an hour out of it. And yeah, I was flying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, doing some helicopter work, really cool VR in a helicopter. And yeah, like 58 minutes and the headset battery's dead. I don't want to have cord hanging off the side of me because, you know, you can't see the cord, you're getting tied up into it. And I do have an external battery pack for, you know, I use for the cameras and cell phone, things like that. It's only about a 2 amp output maximum. The charger for this is 3 amps, and the battery pack just couldn't keep the headset going, and it shut off, like I say, after about 58 minutes. So yeah, so for that, what I've done, and this is, I bought this through Amazon, but I found this because of watching the Warthog project. This is the unit he recommended that he uses on his system. He's pretty happy with it. It was like 70 bucks Canadian or whatever like that. You know, I'll put a description up here next to me. But yeah, so we're gonna set this up, charge this guy up. Swappable battery pack. Now I only bought just a single battery unit with this one, thinking it says it adds an hour and a half, you know, time to it. So let's call that an hour. So if I get an hour there, an hour with the built-in battery, that's 2 hours of usage for VR. I'm never can see myself on VR that long. I'm going to continue with the large format monitor for long haul flights. The VR is going to be mostly helicopter and some VFR flying and things like that. So we're going to open these things up, get them set up, and we'll try to see what happens. Well, that is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in VR. Yeah, the battery pack, the BoboVR battery pack, it's made a world of difference. I've been using this now about a week since I shot the beginning of the video, and the battery pack adds an easy hour and a half to the use of the VR headset, at least here in Flight Simulator 2020, because I'm not sure if I said it earlier in the video, but yeah, the built-in headset gives me like an hour, or sorry, the built-in battery gives me about an hour. This way you get an hour and a half off that one now, and another hour there. So, but you know, pretty much 2 hours solid playtime. The best part is though, if required, the battery just pulls off and you can swap it to another one. I got a couple more in order. Amazon didn't have any of these. I've ordered them through Newegg, and they're only about 40 bucks Canadian for a battery, so it's pretty cheap. There's a really nice 3-pack battery charger too for like 50 or 60 bucks you can buy. I'm not sure if I'll pick that up or not. There's just a USB-C. It's easy to plug it in and leave it. But yeah, that's that. Excellent upgrade in the headset. It does, I haven't got them installed, but on the back, on the rear pad back there where it grips the back of your head, it does come with a replacement where you can pull that foam padding off and put a nice like a silicone padding almost on, and that's for those of us like myself that are follically challenged. I got enough hair in the back of my head to hold that in place, but the rubberized silicone one, it's meant to give you a little better traction, you know, where you don't have any natural hair there to hold that. But yeah, that's excellent upgrade on there. As far as the eero Wi-Fi extender, wasn't perfectly the ad on YouTube wasn't perfect, or not on YouTube, sorry, on Amazon. The Amazon ad said it had 2 Cat 6 ports, RJ45, 47, whatever those ports are called, that allowed you to extend the Wi-Fi via your LAN connection. It turns out it doesn't have that. It's strictly a Wi-Fi extension only. The units, because I have the eero router in the house, they must talk on their own special frequency or something like that. All I know is the Wi-Fi connection strength in this before I started was good. Now it is excellent, and there is no lag anymore. No lag whatsoever. And yeah, perfect Wi-Fi extension. Awesome tool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed these videos. If you did, please, you know what to do. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.